Hello! In this little video in English, I introduce a kind of personal development I propose and that I prefer to call individual development. I'll explain this a little bit more in the slide number 3. The main objective is individual development at the service of the collective, because human beings are relational beings by design. The proposed philosophy is around to be the change you want to see in the world and not how I can better manipulate the others, as it is sometimes asked. The second point is around the value of transparency promoted in agility. It asked to decrease the vagueness through formalization, and once decreased, it is easier to go out of what I call power games, used consciously or unconsciously. And in this way, you can go into assertiveness. Assertiveness, which means to respect oneself, the others, the limits of the others, and to get respect about your own limits. My coaching is based on 3 bullets. Firstly, to listen, to give keys, to give exercises in order to find your own solution. One coachee told me, I thought you will tell me who I am. And in fact, you make me discover who I am. You know, you are at the better place to know yourself. Secondly, confidentiality is very important. As a therapist, there will be no share except if you ask for. Thirdly, it is based on my own experience through situations, exercises I have myself experimented. And now I propose to discover yourself through 4 dimensions. What you love, what the world needs, what you can be paid for, and what you are good at. What you are good at and what you can be paid for define your profession. What you are good at and what you love define a passion. What you can be paid for and what the world needs define a mission. And what you love and what the world needs define your vocation. The balance between the 4 is the center of Ikigai, and about what you can try to tend at. As I said in the introduction, I prefer to speak about individual development. Individuality means this indivisible duality inside us that we need to manage, that we have to live with, to assume. Right, wrong, bad or good consciousness, masculine or feminine energy, coherence, cohesion. I may say head in the stars and foot on earth. In this way, firstly, you work with me, with my help, to discover your personality. You define your objectives, your priorities, personal and collective, and then you can communicate around you, family and work. And this is a kind of cycle of spiral of evolution, each element feeding the 2 others. Once this first step of discovering yourself done, I propose to explore 4 subjects. Once your limits known, you can make them respected through assertiveness and the path to say no. You can learn what is leadership and what's yours, and so your way to influence others, and then how to develop this point. Looking at communication made of channels of perceptions, channels of communication, non-verbal and verbal components, effective and non-violent communication can lead to the cherry on the cake, a feedback of quality on how to say difficult things to each others. Last but not least, you can discover as well the different levels of consciousness and the way to develop your own creativity. On this slide, you can see the characteristics of individual sessions done in French or English, and the characteristics of collective sessions through a service catalog of more than 30 sessions. My coaching is built around two deliverables that I help you to produce. First, the individual dashboard, which is a kind of cartography of yourself, knowing that you are unique and more complex than that little map. It is made of your fundamental needs, your personal values, your different roles and interfaces in your life, and then, if you want, you can build the matrix between the roles and values, needs fulfilled or frustrated in your life. Then you define your objectives, personal or at work. You can try to know your weaknesses, knowing that a weakness can be a strength in another context. You discover your strengths and talents for me are strengths on which you take pleasure. Your fears and possibly wound when it is possible to share your vulnerability. You know, sharing vulnerability should be seen as a real strength. And then you can add, as I have done, you can see my totem animal, and you can exchange with yours. And you can see as well my family logo, and so you replace it with yours if it exists. The second deliverable is what I call the bottom-up role description. You know, I write it for 25 years. The first part describes the environment made of 7 proposed points in which you are working in. The second part is the frame of your role through hard skills and soft skills needed and used. And you can put your level of maturity in front of each point as well. Meetings and reportings will help you to better estimate your workload. Thanks to your two deliverables, the individual dashboard and the bottom-up role description, you can better present yourself in different situations. You can share your values and possibly your vision, mission. You can improve your communication. You better define your priorities and your positioning in the team through mainly as tools, individual sessions and collective sessions about different subjects that we develop together. I hope this little video may help you and maybe in future individual coaching. Thank you for your listening and for your time. Bye.